93.3 KZOZ FM San Luis Obispo. The home of Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
They have no chemistry at all.
Jeff and Jeremy here with Dumbass of the Day, brought to you by Peterson Juke Cart. Get you ready for spring. They've got all the supplies you need. Gust Road in A-Town, and you can find them online. Go to Peterson, the letter U, cart.com.
How pathetic can some people be?
I'm from Texas. Like I said, I come from a long line of serious South Texas alcoholics, so I'm definitely not the worst. My dad is the worst. Yeah, my dad, he will get drunk and say the worst thing he can imagine. He was at my wedding reception, decided he wanted to give a toast, and he's all, "Hi! Hi! I'm too drunk to whistle. Y'all listen up, damn it. Tang, tang. I like my women like I like my scotch. I'm 12 years old and mixed up with Coke."
Jeez. God, that's not appropriate today. Oh, God. I'm so offended.
The dad, it's not him.
Did he just say that out loud? I'm in the back going, hell yeah, I gotta write that down. That's awesome.
Dumbass of the Day. 93.3 KZOZ.
He told the joke wrong because he was drunk.
This sucks, dude. This sucks for this guy so bad. So let me give you the scenario. Some guy's going out with his buddies, right? And of course, they're single and they're in their 20s and they're going to the bar. They're going to meet girls.
Where is this happening? Is this happening in Florida? I feel like
Nashville.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're pretty open.
So they're going out and they're going to meet girls. That's what we did in our 20s, right? That's how you lived your life, right? That's what you did. You didn't go to zoos. You didn't go to I don't know what you do. You go to a lot of zoos. You know that, right? You go to the zoos around here. You guys are big into the zoos. But back in the day,
very educational.
You would go out to socialize and meet girls. And that's what this guy did. All right, his name's Melvin. And he met this girl. And they're talking and they're having a great time. And then the night comes over. And I don't know if the We Gotta Go girl, we got to find that. That's a good one. Shows up, but Natasha leaves. But she gets his phone number. They exchange phone numbers. They're going to have a date. Well, on the way home, Natasha gets pulled over by the popo. She is, she's given a DUI.
I know where this is going. This is not good.
And here's what... It was probably her first DUI because the police officer had, listen, I'm going to book you here, and then if you probably because of COVID.
If you could get a ride home.
Yeah, somebody can come pick up. She's like,
yeah.
oh, God, I just met this really nice guy.
I'll call this guy.
I don't know if she said that because hopefully the officer would have said, well, was he drunk at the bar too?
He wants to hook up with me.
So then Melvin shows up. Melvin is, gets the call and he's like, I'm on my way.
That's awesome.
Didn't even think about the fact that she's sitting there with a cop. He's been drinking. Apparently a little too much because when he got there, he hit the cop car.
Oh, God. Oh, jeez. That's hilarious. I'm sorry. It's so funny.
Here he is trying to get...
Drinking and driving is not funny unless something like this happens. I'm sorry. And nobody got hurt, so...
Yeah, they both ended up admitting to the drinking and knowing each other at the bar. And I mean, God, and then do you think the cop maybe called somebody to come pick up Melvin and Natasha? No. He decided, we'll take this one from here. COVID screwed this guy. I mean, maybe he never drinks and drives, but he thought he had an opportunity with a girl. I have no idea.
Well, that's exactly what it was.
Maybe drinks and drives all the time.
I go back to early 20s me, and I get this call. I'm thinking, okay, I can pick my way through it.
Yeah, you're like, okay.
If I did,
all right, I think I'm good.
I had, it's been a while.
It's been an hour. I've been drinking water. Let me drink a Gatorade. I think I got a Gatorade, partial Gatorade in the
Stop
fridge.
by the Bucks on the way to go pick her up.
Yeah, that's good. All right, let me splash some water on my face. Let me get some gum. Yeah, I'm gonna go get Natasha.
I would have tried to do that. And
she's gonna be upset. I'm gonna bring her back to my house. I'm gonna comfort her.
Yeah.
Whatever. That started to get creepy. Sorry. Didn't work out. He hit the cop car. They both went to jail. They both have a DUI. And congratulations, Natasha and Melvin. You are Jeff and Jeremy.
Dumbass of the Day. 93.3 KZOZ.
Don't be a dummy when it comes to your landscape supplies. Go to Peterson Juke Cart on Gusta Road, just north of Quickie Car Wash in Atascadero.
You see on the news the other day, over the weekend, I guess, not the other day, time. It's just crazy lately. They held a rally in Idaho on the Capitol steps. Guess what they did?
I didn't see this. I didn't pay attention to any news in Idaho. What would they do in Idaho on the steps of the Capitol? And
it was a protest of sorts.
I don't think Idaho is a mandate. Their mandates for COVID. It could have been COVID related.
Well, it was.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
You're going to have to tell me because I know they're not making them wear masks. So
they burned masks.
Oh,
they burned the masks in a barrel.
They brought a barrel out from the ranch.
And I'm thinking, man, how much do you guys spend on those masks? You know, I mean, I know it's just like a couple bucks here and there, but
yeah. And then we're going to do a mask burning. What does that prove?
I don't know.
Show you, hey, we ain't wearing these masks. I don't believe the science. I don't follow the science. What? I know a lot of people feel that their rights. I mean, nobody's taken your rights away. I mean, that's the thing to me. Do you feel like your rights have been taken away?
No.
I mean, I don't feel that way.
Outside of having to wear a mask when people around me are uncomfortable with it, and I can feel that they are.
I don't have to do that, though. I could choose not to wear a mask, but I choose to wear a mask because I don't want to make people uncomfortable. That's how I've lived my whole life. I don't want to be that person that's creepy, weird, or uncomfortable.
I don't walk around with no pants on because I don't want to make people uncomfortable.
I would love to walk around in my underwear. It's very comfortable, by the way. But I know that
I do it in my house all the time.
People would look at me and they would point and they'd go, "Oh, look at that guy in his underwear."
If I'm going out to dinner, I'm not going to go in my underwear. Because I don't want to make people uncomfortable.
We were frequenting the restaurants this weekend because we can go back out and sit inside.
How many did you go to, by the way?
I went to two. I went to two restaurants, and I sat inside both of them, and it was just so great. But on the way to brunch on Sunday morning, I was in my wife's car, and I went, "Oh, my God, I didn't grab a mask." And I thought, oh, we're going to have to turn around. We had a reservation and everything. And I was just like, son of a... Because you kind of have to when you can only get 25% in. So I made a reservation because I really want to go to this place. And she's like, oh, hold on, I got one. So then we found one. But I was like, man, that dread comes in. That's when it sucks having to wear a mask. But I know I have to wear one if I'm going to go into this restaurant.
And I think that I heard a guy talking about it the other day. It was interesting. He was saying essentially, and he was talking to you and I mainly, because you and I think, are kind of on the same boat when it comes to getting vaccinations. We're leery of it. And
I have questions.
And he was saying, listen, because what's happening in like Florida and Nashville and, spring break is coming up soon, and people are going out and they're partying and they're having a good time. It's happening in Arizona a little bit too. And this guy's like, it's crazy for you just to abandon all the safeguards right now as if a switch was flipped, because what if you do get COVID and a month from now you would have been able to get a vaccine and had it been taken care of. Whereas now if you get COVID, you get COVID and you die, you would have been a month away from being in a position to where you could get a vaccine. Like these people, and it tend to be younger people who aren't going to qualify for the vaccine for a longer period of time. They're going out and they're making out with strangers in bars, in places.
No, they're not.
In Florida, yes. Have you seen any of the video footage
No,
in Florida?
I guess I haven't.
Florida is business as usual spring break right now. Like bars misting people as they're going by and they're hanging out and they're close talking and there's no masks on. I mean, it's like spring break was last year when they ignored the warnings and how they turned into these events where people came home and they gave them to their grandparents and stuff like that. I mean, we're so close to the finish. Like I know the mask sucks and you're probably got to wear it for some time.
I don't think it's that big a deal. I mean, I've gotten used to it. That's the thing,
Nobody likes to be told what to do.
You know what's going to happen when this is over? When this is over, it's going to be like you're going to be walking around without one on, and you're going to feel naked, like you forgot to put your pants on.
Oh, it's already happened with my son the other day. Because my son, he's young enough to where we can get by with not having to have him wear a mask if the place that we're going to is uncomfortable. But he stopped at the door and he motioned to his mouth. He's like, "Hey, I don't have a mask." It's like, "Oh, okay, we'll go back to the car, get the mask." He's already conditioned.
And he's 4.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, Jeff.
But it's going to be weird. Is that good, though? Because it's going to be weird.
Well, no, it's good that he's paying attention.
My thing is, if it does end up going back to normal and there's not a pandemic,
he's been scarred or anything.
Every 4 years to drive a wedge into the Party and Powers plans, then is he going to remember this? Is he going to remember the time in which he had to wear a mask to go places at 4 years of age? Do you remember stuff when you were 4?
No, I don't. But I can't even remember to take my fiber supplement every day.
Yeah.
And then, I go to the bathroom and I'm like, why didn't I take it?
Boy.
But your son could remember a mask. I
Nothing
wish
has
I
ever
had the
sounded
memory
older.
of a 4-year-old right now.
Nothing has ever sounded older than I can't remember to take my fiber supplement every day.
Oh, it makes a huge difference.
Whoa! Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
You love these things. I've not heard it yet, but anything Van Halen, I'm going to my ear to.
Oh, is this another mashup?
Yeah, and this is two greats, really, if you think about it. Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Tears of the Clown, and Panama. I don't know which is which. Okay, so it's Panama vocals over Tears of the Clown.
Oh, God, you could have done that. Woo!
What's that sound? Here she comes, full blast and top down. Hot shoe.
I like it.
Model citizen, zero disobey. Don't you know she's coming home to me? You lose her in return. I'll get her.
That's good.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, there needs to be like a greatest hit.
This is great.
We get a playlist together.
I'm only going to listen to these things from now on. It's like I'm going to be cruising around, windows down on the car, loud as possible, and just confusing the hell out of people. They're like, "Oh, I love Tears of the Clown." Wait, is that Panama? What? Which way do you go? Oh, I love Huey Lewis in the News. Wait, is that Metallica?
Metallica, Huey Lewis in the News. Just Google that.
You know, we were talking earlier.
I think it's the best. But
Who's the real hero of the pandemic? It's who's ever making these on YouTube.
yes, I agree.
You lose her in return. I'll get her.
Uh-oh. Oh, right on. All right. Coming up, we're going to give away some Federico's Fresh Mix. We do it every day, 9:40 if you know the show.
Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.